All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I first want to welcome you tonight to our training. I am Kelly Miller, a Golden Blast Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I have been a part of Plexus for 2.5 years now under Laura, Stephanie Prentice, and Tanya Maddox. We are a great team to be on, and I'm glad that you're here, and I'm so excited to be able to have this opportunity to train you, and that Laura is trusting in me to do this. So I hope that I serve you all well, and you walk away tonight feeling more empowered to go about and do your business. All right, let's see. So get ready for the best job ever. If you commit to this tonight and you decide that today is going to change everything, the world is your oyster, and Plexus is here to do it for you. Network marketing is a great job to be a part of. I've never done any MLMs before, so this is all new to me, so it's quite exciting. And you can get so much freedom from a part-time job, and we can end up with full-time pay. You do not have to have a story to jump all in and get started. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. This team is behind you, I promise you. It doesn't matter if I'm your upline or somebody else is your upline or sideline. We are all behind you, and we are all here to help you succeed. And just remember, we are all one Plexus. It's all about duplication. I have duplicated everything that I've learned from my upline. Everything that has been done from the top diamond has been passed down to all of us. So it's very easy to jump in this business and be successful right away. There's a few things on your ambassador checklist that you can mark off. There are emails in the files that are already set up for you to send out to preferred customers, retail customers, and the opportunity to send to people new ambassador documents and resources, and then a Plexus check-in to check on your customers. All of those can be found in the files on the Team Ferguson page. If you go there and you click on the files, you can just type it in and then download them to your computer. Be sure that your upline has added you to the Team Ferguson page and to your upline's team page. You may be added to quite a few team pages, which can be overwhelming in the beginning. Don't let it be. If you're overwhelmed, just take yourself off of the ones that you feel like are too much and then add back when you get more comfortable. Make sure that your upline has added you to the health and wellness testimonials page that's run by Team Eichenhorst. That is our diamond upline, Melissa, and those can be shared, and you can add people to them as you add customers and ambassadors to your team. You want to make sure that your upline is getting you trained and equipped so that way you can be successful to train your ambassadors to follow the same system that we're wanting you to follow, because we know that it works because it's worked for all of us. We encourage you to, and we want to help you to post on Facebook to get your first Facebook post done. And we'll get into that a little bit more in a minute. A great tool that's out there that's not very expensive is Plexus Power Tools. It's $10 a year. Everything you could possibly want, from all the documents, emails, product information, everything that you need is in Plexus Power Tools. You can download them straight to your computer, send them out, and it's all set up. Just customize it to fit your story personally. There are 2 documents that are on almost all of the team pages. It's the Plexus Gems Manual. It's the new ambassador step 1, what to do in the first 48 hours. And then the next one is step 2, what to do in the first 4 weeks to be truly successful with Plexus. They are on all of the team pages. Make sure that your upline has tagged you in them. And if they haven't, reach out to her, so him or her, so that way you can be added to those pages, to those documents, because they are very successful tools to get you to where you need to be next. And if I can pass on one thing that I pass on to all my people as soon as they join, is to make your Franks list. Your Franks list, it's also in your welcome kit. There's a Franks list, and it explains it all in there too. A Franks list is your friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kid connections, and service groups that you belong to, that you know. I hear so many people say that, I don't know very many people. I'm not sure who I can share this with. Well, I can tell you I have quite a few people on my team, but out of those people that are on my team, I truly only know about 10 of them. Everybody else has come to me from other people that have joined my team and then added their friends and family, and then they've added, and it keeps growing from there. But I promise you, if you take your Facebook friends list, take your emails, take your phone book in your phone, if you have a address book, grab that and just start making a list. And I promise you, I thought when I started, this is my Frank's list, and it's quite long, and I add to it all the time. When I started, I didn't think I would have anybody to put down, and it kept growing, and I thought I'd fill up maybe 1 or 2 pages, and my pages keep growing. With your Frank's list, when you start it, the best way to make it seem like it's not so overwhelming is you may end up with 100, 200 or better names, but really you don't maybe not want to reach out to all those people right away. So just take your top 10 people, circle them that you would want to be a part of this business. Then take the next 20 people that you know that these products could help, and then circle them. Those will be your first core 30 people that you want to reach out to. It's very simple, and that keeps it maintainable. And that way you don't feel overwhelmed when you first get your list together and you don't know what to do with it. Now, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. We can't say that enough, because everything that we are doing has been passed down from all of the leaders that are on our pages. We've all gotten to different levels at different times. Don't be afraid about what level you're at right now. You can do anything that anyone's done before you. So the first thing that we say to do is get started right away on Facebook. Facebook is a huge audience. Add Plexus to your About Me on your Facebook page. Put it in your job and put it in your website. So put your website in, so that way people know that you're a part of Plexus, not that you're just sharing Plexus because you've seen other people's posts and you like it, or you're taking it. You want them to know that you're a part of it. Be consistent and persistent. If you post daily, people will be following you. If you post randomly, people will think that you're just kind of interested. Don't worry about offending others. My very best friend picks on me about my Facebook posts all the time, but I really don't care because she does not pay my bills. And if I can touch one person but offend 3, that's all I'm about. I would love to help that one person that truly needs Plexus. So when you're posting, make sure that each day you post 1 Plexus post a day, and then have 1 or 2 personal posts a day. You don't want to overload your Facebook with a bunch of copy and share of just random stuff, because you want people to see what you're posting. So if you overload it with a bunch of recipes and a bunch of other stuff all throughout the day, people may just keep breezing past your pages. So make sure that you make your posts efficiently, I guess is the word I'm trying to get to. You want to make sure that what is seen, and it's not just taken for random stuff that you're posting, because I want people to start seeing your Plexus posts and recognizing what you're doing, and make them stop and read. Those who post most frequently are most successful. Post strategically. Don't spam your friends. Don't tag them in a Plexus post. You don't want to offend anybody. You can always make a comment in your Plexus post, but don't just throw them out there in the middle of everything. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And then don't get discouraged. If people are not liking your Plexus posts, or no one's commenting on them, but you would really like someone to see them, then ask us on our team page. Just say, hey, I made a Plexus post. No one's been commenting. Could someone please comment? The great thing about Plexus is that we are all working together. So if you need help, we're going to help you. So make sure you reach out to us if you need help, and make sure you reach out to your upline and your team, so that way you can continue to grow. The main thing about your Plexus posts on Facebook is don't share someone else's post. If you see my post and you like it, or you see Laura's, or anybody, Melanie, whoever you see on Facebook, and they have a great story, don't just go ahead and share what they wrote. Copy and paste it. If it's something that I'm saying has happened for me, make sure that you say, this is my friend Kelly. Look at her success. This is what she has to share. Plexus is getting very particular about being compliant. We can't make any claims that we can cure anything. So make sure your posts are staying within the Plexus guidelines. If you have a question about that, make sure you get with your upline because you don't want to get yourself in trouble. So make sure you check on that. But so if you see something that I've posted and you like it, go ahead and copy and paste it and share it that way. But don't share my post, because if someone doesn't know that you're a part of Plexus yet, if you share my post, it's going to lead them back to me as being part of Plexus, and they may order from me. So you want to make sure that you make it yours. You own it, make it yours, make it your post. So someone's shown interest now. You've made your post, you've started to share. What do? Send them a private message and ask them to send you their email address. Then you can send them the Plexus information email. Again, if you don't know what that is, get with your upline because they'll be able to make sure that they send it to you. Don't give away too much information on Facebook. What I mean by that is that in the comments, if someone says, oh, I really want to try that probiotic, how much is it? Or, just anything like that. Don't give away too much information there. Don't go on and say, it's $29.95, because if someone else is watching and they wanted to ask a question as well, and you've given away all the information that they might have asked a question about, you've just lost the opportunity to meet with them one-on-one. So make sure that if you have somebody that is asking questions, send them a private message, so that way that leaves room for other people to ask you questions as well. Once they've asked you the questions and you've sent them the email, you can add them to that testimonials page as I was talking about earlier, and it's the Health and Wellness Testimonials by Team Eichenhorst. You can add any prospective ambassador, any possible customer, anyone that you want to add to that page, you can, because they can search there on that page anything from rheumatoid arthritis, high blood pressure, cholesterol, whatever the case may be. And then once you've done all that, the trick here is to follow up. You always want to follow up. If you've reached out to someone or someone's reached out to you, you follow up. That is the bread and butter of our business. If you don't follow up and somebody else does, then you've lost out on the chance to help somebody. So make sure that you follow up, or you may have overwhelmed them. So don't think that maybe they don't want the product. Maybe they just weren't really sure what questions to ask next. So make sure that you follow up with them. Keep a list. Many will fall through the cracks if you don't keep some sort of list. I keep my Frank's list, but then whenever I reach out to somebody, I just make a note in my phone. I put in my calendar to follow up in 2 weeks. And then in the notes section, I put, talk to them about the triplex combo. They have diabetes. They're going to check with their doctor, all those notes that you'd want to see. So that way, when it comes up, you can ask them again. But any type of note system that you want to keep up with. So that way you don't let anyone fall through the cracks. And then make sure you make a list of your no's, because I promise you a lot of those no's will turn into yeses. And a no is never a no until they're just downright no. So just keep that in mind, because I've had people tell me, no, I'm not interested. And then I've been in this now 2.5 years and they come back and they do want to try something. So always make sure you keep a list, because it's fun to cross off a no and turn them to a yes. So when someone shows interest, again, not everybody needs the same combination. And you'll learn this. Don't be scared because you don't know and you're just starting. Anyone can start with any combination of products. Of course, all of us love the triplex combo, but we all don't have the same financial means. We may not all have the same issues. One of my very best customers, all he can afford every month is the Slim. He's been my customer for over a year. He orders preferred. He's religious. He never cancels. He truly can't afford it. He lives in a trailer and takes care of grandchildren and everything else. And he orders the Slim every month and has lost 100 pounds in 1 year by taking the Slim, drinking his water, and adjusting his diet. So don't discount anybody thinking, oh, well, maybe they won't be able to afford it, or, oh, well, if they won't take everything, I don't want them as my customer. There's always ways to start off. And as you can see, this lists different issues that you can help people with. You can start them with the Slim in the block if they're really wanting to lose weight. The triplex combo is great for everybody. My whole family's on it. And then, if they're wanting to lose weight and they have other issues, the triplex combo plus the block, or X Factor and now Mega X. You know, everybody could stand to be on everything, but just kind of try and listen to everybody's wants and needs, and then kind of slimline it to that, and then go from there. So share, share, share. You can't share enough. We put this graphic up and it's kind of foggy, I'm sorry, but 48% of salespeople never follow up. So make sure you put this in the back of your mind, because you don't want to be part of that 48%. You want to be, you know, within that top 10% that follow up with everybody, and that, you know, just because you've gone to someone once and they've said no, or I don't know, or let me think about it, if you don't keep going back and putting that thought back into their mind, then they're not going to ever possibly join you or take the product. One of my new ambassadors, who is a rock star, Christina, she told me no forever. She was the first person I took samples to. She was the first person that I printed everything out, and I was beyond excited to take it to her. And she was like, well, I don't know. And then she'd reach out to me, I'd reach out to her, and I'll tell you, she's one of my 80%, this bottom line. I probably talked to her about 10 times about Plexus. And finally she decided, and I never thought she'd join my team. I just thought she might take the products. Well, she joined my team and she's amazing. So don't let someone's no, when I said that, turn into a true no for you, because you never know when someone will change their mind. And I never thought she'd work the business. So it's crazy how things turn around. So just make sure you follow up. I can't tell you that enough. Share, 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 and follow up. Don't ever stop following up. Knowing it all. Of course, in the beginning, you don't have to know it all. You'll learn as you go. I'm still learning. I learned something the other day when making a call for one of my team members, trying to help them out with something. So trying to know it all in the beginning is great. But if you wait to know it all to share and actually start making this a business, you'll never get anywhere. So learn as you go, and you always have your upline, and anyone on the sideline, myself, anybody that's on our team, we're going to help you. But knowledge is power. Get in on a conference call with your upline. Make sure that you check out YouTube. I still use YouTube all the time. I must have watched 100, not 100, but you know, it feels like it. I watched so many team training videos before I did this tonight, because I was so nervous that Laura actually trusted me enough to do this. So get online, get on YouTube. Sonia Dudley, Sarah Marble, Melissa Eichenhorst, Lori Harrison, my darling, they're all amazing ambassadors, diamond ambassadors with our company. I love Emily Robertson, and just left me. I'm not going to worry about it. There's so many that are amazing that you can listen to, and you can just click on and say Plexus, whatever, and you're going to find different YouTube training videos, and you can learn from them right there. And these are things that you can do in your downtime. I sometimes listen to my YouTube videos when I'm driving, because it's just me, myself in the car, and you can do that. Diamond documentaries on our diamonds in the company are amazing ways to just get inspired by this company and what all they can do for us. And it allows us to dream bigger than what we thought we could ever do. So if you stop and listen to some of those diamond documentaries, it's amazing. Families that were adopted for Christmas the year before because they had no money. Just, you know, moms that all of a sudden their lives changed and they were now single parents and thought they'd have to go back to work, and now they're diamonds with Plexus. There's just so many things that you can stop and listen to and know that this is so much bigger than what we ever thought it would be, and you can have the same thing too. So diamond documentaries are amazing things to listen to. Monthly opportunity meetings. If there's one local that you can actually go to, those are the most powerful way to build belief in our company and our products, because you're going to see people that are like-minded to what we're doing, and then we're going to see new people joining that are excited. We're going to hear testimonials live and see what this has done for so many people. So monthly opportunity meetings, if you have a chance to go to one, go to one. If you have a chance to host one, host one. I had my first one. In 2.5 years, I've never done it, but I had a team member that wanted to do it, and it was amazing. Just the energy in the room. I'm just so excited that she joined my team and we did this. So going to one or listening to them online. There's a lot of them online as well. Any Zoom trainings that you can attend, like we're doing tonight, those are great too. Laura's team offers one every Sunday night, so you can be a part of that. The more you learn, the more you're going to keep going. Any type of convention, Super Saturday, Plexus offers. We also have other trainings throughout the year, conventions or events. Leaders are born at events. The more that you take time out of your day to pour into your business and learn more, the further you'll go, the more you'll know. So convention is a great way to get really inspired and learn more about Plexus. Our team page, we have so many things in the files. If you just go up to the magnifying glass and click on it, you'll learn so much more. You'll just start looking around and find so much information right there. And then, of course, the back office, knowing where our resources are and our knowledge base that's back there. You can also go online and there's training on YouTube. Just go Plexus back office, and there's so many ambassadors that have already done training to where you can look and see exactly how to work the back office, because sometimes it can be a little overwhelming at first. Or get with your upline. You reap what you sow. So everything you're doing right now, if you think of it as planting seeds, every time you plant a seed, it doesn't always grow right away, and everything takes its time. So every day, if you're pouring into those seeds and you just don't know what you're going to harvest and when that harvest will come, hard work, determination, consistency, persistency, love, and commitment for this product and our company will really help you lead to all your success if you just keep pouring in and stay steady. Do not ride the emotional roller coaster. And remember that it's always okay to bless and release. Of course, sometimes some days will be fantastic, and there'll be days that someone calls and says, I don't want to take the product anymore. Don't let that get you down. Or if you see someone that's on the side of you that joined at the same time that's now ranking above you, don't let that get you down, because everybody has their own plan. And I always say I'm just on God's plan, and wherever I end up is where I end up. I know that I joined with quite a few of my friends at the same time, and we're all at different places in this journey, and I wouldn't change my journey at all. So don't let that be a maker of what your success needs to be if you're watching other people that are doing the same thing as you. Just stay steady to your course, know that this is your plan, and everything that you put into it is going to come, and your harvest will be amazing when it comes time. Knowing the products. You don't need to know everything about the products to first get started. Do not worry that if someone asks you something, just say, let me check. I'm learning still. You're still learning. But you'll also want to eventually know as much as you can. You want to be a product of the product. You want to be taking our products. You don't want to just be sharing Plexus but not taking any of it, because if you don't take it, you'll never build belief, and you won't have your own testimony to eventually stand on one day. So get to know all your products. In your welcome kit, you're going to get this great little product guide. I keep this in my bag, so that way if anyone asks me questions, it doesn't have all of the ingredients on it, but it has all kinds of tips to point out on, so that way you can share it as you're going. You can always look it up on your phone if you need to know exact product ingredients if someone asks you. So know the products, get on your website, get on the back office, get into the files on our team pages. There's also an unbelievable product video that's made by Plexus. Just go to YouTube. It's Plexus Products. You can just watch that video over and over. I watch it often just to remind myself what all's in it and what all everything does. Just understand that you're going to learn how to use the products, so that way you can share them with everybody. And every product has a designed regimen on it, but know that things can be adjusted to help people to be able to take them better. You'll learn that as you grow, and just reach out to your upline as you're starting to get familiar with your customers and they're saying, I'm having a problem with this, or I'm not doing that. Just get with your upline, and they'll be able to help you learn how to work your way through the different ways to take the products. It'll all come as you grow. Keys to success. Be professional. The first thing you can do to help you build your business quickest is to get business cards. You're going to hate to be out with someone and you're talking Plexus, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, do you have a business? Can I get your number or whatever? And then you write it down on a sticky note, and that goes in their purse or their back pocket, and it goes to the washing machine. You want to have a business card. You want to look professional. And then as soon as someone says, yeah, give me your business card, you're going to grab your phone and you're going to say, hey, are you on Facebook? Can you find yourself on Facebook real quick? So that way you have a connection with them. You can actually add them to your Facebook page and follow up with them. Say, hey, I gave you my business card. If you don't have slim samples with you, you want to maybe keep a couple of slim sticks with you just in case, so that way you can share them as well. But if you add them to your Facebook page, or you get their number, then you can follow up with them. So that way you can say, hey, I gave you my business card. Can I send you a sample? I didn't have any on me. Or, hey, did you like that sample I gave you? Are you ready to get started? You'll find your best wording as to however you work your business, but that way you have a direct communication with them if you've gotten either their Facebook page or an email or something, so you can follow up with them. I will tell you, when you work your business, you can work it part-time, but you can't work it sometimes. If you only work it sometimes, you're not going to get very far. Consistency is key. Educate yourself and your ambassadors. Be duplicatable. So if you tell them post on Facebook every day, you need to post on Facebook every day. If you tell them to get business cards, you need business cards. If you tell them I'm following up with 5 people every day and I want you to do the same, you need to be doing that work. You can't just be sitting back on the sidelines hoping that your team grows for you. You've got to be doing the same work. You want to be duplicatable. So once you get those customers into your system and you start them going, make sure that you're following up with them. Once they have success, you want to try to flip them as quickly as possible to ambassadors. This is key because they already have a belief in the product. And if they have a belief in the product, then they're going to be ready to jump in and share. Or they may just want to get a discount on the product. Keep in mind that Celeste Gwynn, that is our double diamond ambassador with Plexus, our top earner, she just wanted to get in for the discount. She was really just helping her friend stay home from work and be a stay-home mom. She had no drive to be a part of this business. And so just keep in mind that even someone that says they only want the discount, make sure you pour into them as well, because they may be one of your diamonds in the rough. You never know. So after the second month that they're in, make sure you're following up with them, because that's when they'll probably switch to becoming an ambassador if they're going to do it. Just make sure you ask. And if they start having success, but they have no desire to be in the business and they just want to stay your customer, be sure you ask them for referrals, because they will send them to you. I promise. The man that I spoke of earlier, that's my 100-pound loss customer, he sends me all of his friends. I wish he would flip to an ambassador because they would all order from him, but I've had quite a few order from me. So just ask for referrals. If they're not wanting to become a part of the business, be sure that you get up the nerve and ask for referrals. He has my business cards and he has extra slim on him, so that way he can pass it out to his friends. So be sure that you find your key customers if they don't want to be ambassadors, so you can have those people to get referrals from. IPA. I wanted to bring this in. This wasn't part of the slideshow in the beginning, but I wanted to bring this to y'all. Income producing activity. You'll see this. You can look it up on YouTube. Just put in Plexus IPA, and there's so many videos on this. Because if you treat your business if you treat your Plexus business like a business, you'll get paid like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, you'll get paid like it's a hobby and you're at home making crafts for nothing. So, daily activity. You want to make sure you post daily on Facebook. I can't share this enough. I truly have been a product of this ever since I started. And I post every day, and I have people say, you're really serious about this, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Delete me, whatever. I had a cousin come up to me when my grandfather just passed, and she said, okay, I've been watching you for 2 years. I guess you're serious. Get me ordered. And she ordered enough for her and her husband. So, and they're now on month 3. So they're doing amazing. So post every day on Facebook. Reach out to 3 new people every day. Where are your new people? They're on your Franks list. Those are the people that you're going to reach out to every day. Or just get up, get out, get you a Plexus shirt and start talking to people in Target, whatever the case may be. But reach out to 3 new people every day. Then you're going to follow up with 2 people that you reached out to as you're working this system. And then you want to reach out to 1 ambassador every day. 1 ambassador on your team. Make sure they're doing okay. Make sure that they don't need anything. See how you can help them grow. Because don't forget, they're part of your plan as well, the big plan to become diamond one day. So if you commit to this IPA, income producing activity, every day, and this doesn't mean watching videos, this doesn't mean surfing on Facebook to see what everybody's doing. This is true activity that you're reaching out and trying to help your business truly grow. 3 new people, follow up with 2, and then reach out to an ambassador every day. And I promise this will help you grow. So with this, I just wanted to point this out. Laura had this in her slides. When we say be duplicatable, when Laura asked me to do this meeting, she sent me this slideshow, and then I just added what I wanted. So I just had to put in my own words. So with this, it just shows you the potential of what you can possibly make with Plexus. Right now I'm a gold ambassador, and I can tell you this is just an estimated amount. It all depends on what you put into it. So of course, this is our stair-step model that we want to all eventually become diamond one day. I'm going to go over the different ways that we earn, but of course we have all of our levels here, and then our goals are to get to at least emerald so we can have Alexis, and then continue to grow from there. But right now our goal is silver because we're just getting started, and that's an unbelievable goal because you think when you join, how am I going to get 3 people to join me? It's really easily done. So let's go from here. How do we learn? How do we earn with Plexus? This is just a little way to understand the compensation plan. So some other words that are going to be thrown out here. PV, personal volume. You're probably seeing this on your team pages wondering what this means. So PV, this is what you're working to earn. Just think of it as what you need to make every month. You need to sell, whether it be you're buying or selling to other people or sharing with other people. I don't like to say sell because you don't really have to sell Plexus. You just share your success. So your first $100 goes back into the company. So anything from $100 to $499, you're going to get paid 15% on. Anything $500 and above, you're going to get 25% on. And as you can see, there's a big difference. If you're right under that $500 mark, you're only going to get $75. But if you go $500, you're going to get $125. So your goal every month should be, if you're setting goals for yourself, you always want to have 500 PV, personal volume, every month, and then you want to always go silver every month. If you just think of it that way, you want to add 3 new people every month, and you always want to have 500 PV. Another good way to earn with Plexus is preferred customer bonuses. Whenever someone reaches out to you and asks you about Plexus or about the triplex, you always want to, when you're talking to them, if they ask you how much it is, in a private message, of course, I always quote the preferred customer amount. So I'll tell them it's $125. And then if they come back and say, well, I saw it online and it said $139.95. And I said, oh, well, you want to order preferred. You want every customer to order preferred. There's a lot of benefits in this. For one, it keeps them on the product every month. You don't want them to have to start over. You don't want them to run out and have to go through that lull and then have to restart their body on the triplex or whatever it is that they're taking. So for one, it keeps them steady and it keeps them always on the product. It gives them a discount every month. And then what's huge for us is that with every preferred customer, whatever they order, we're going to get a preferred bonus amount. So if they order the triplex combo, you're going to get $20 on top of your 25% because you're always going to go 500 PV or more. So that's a huge amount. And those preferred customer bonuses really start adding up. The next way we get paid is by pay points. As you grow your team, you'll see these pay points grow. Pay points are kind of like profit sharing with Plexus. So every level of ambassadors you add, there's a different point structure. So when you go silver, you're going to add 3 level 1s, and that's going to be 5 points per level 1. So that'll be 15 points, and then at $3. And then as you see, you can start adding more people, and those points really start to grow And then, you know, that's quite a bit of money on your paycheck. So the power of 3, how you're going to get points on your paycheck. You are going to be trained by your upline to reach out to 3 people to get them to grow on your team. Your upline is going to train you to be able to train your 3. And then when you add your 3, you're going to train them to train their 3. And you're going to keep stepping down. That's the power of 3. You always want to equip everyone that joins your team to reach out to 3, join 3, add 3, train 3, and just keep growing. So as you can see, those points can really start adding up. And as you start getting more and more people on your team, at $3 a pay point is the average, you know, you can end up with a nice paycheck just from points. The points will seem foreign until you actually start getting them. But as you start getting them, it gets really exciting. So if you just get equipped to train your first 3 the same way that you should be equipped by your upline, then you'll do fine. Just power of 3. And you can even look that up on YouTube on how to teach and train. The next is business building bonuses. This is when you're building your team. So on Fridays, we get a paycheck for building our business. These are from adding people to your team. You get paid 4 levels down for adding people to your team. So if you add a level 1 and they order a welcome pack, you're going to get anything from $25 to $50. And then if your level 1 adds a 1, you're going to get anything from $25 to $12. And it just keeps going down up to 4 levels of people adding, or 3 levels, I'm sorry. So you'll get those paychecks on Fridays. So like this week, I just had a little amount go in from people adding people to my team further down. So it's a nice little bonus. So anyways, those come on Fridays. All our other commissions come on our 15th of the month check. So the other thing, once you start building your team, is that for every level 1 that you have, anything they sell over $100, you're going to get 5% on. And if you have some rock star level 1s that really get out and share this business and have a lot of customers, that 5% can really add up on your check. Then the next way is your one-time achievement bonuses. Anything from silver to senior ruby, like on that little stair step, you're going to get different bonus levels, anything from $100 to $750. There is something amazing that Plexus does with our company, and we don't have enough time to go into it here, but I really encourage you, if you're just starting out, to get with your upline, is the Fast Start achievement bonuses. If you can go gold within your first 30 days of being on being with Plexus as an ambassador, you can get up to $750. If you can go all the way up to senior ruby, you're going to double all the bonuses that you could have made with Plexus. So I encourage you that if you think that you can quickly add people to your team, get with your upline quickly, so that way you can at least go gold within your first 30 days. It's doable. And it's amazing. What other company is going to give you a $750 bonus for paying $34.95 to join? Not many. Our company is amazing with their compensation plan, and they reward us quite well for what we do. So, of course, our first goal is to get to silver, and then we want to hit everything in between. But who wouldn't want to be emerald? This is my dream. So who doesn't want a Lexus? Who doesn't want to go to Hawaii every year? I mean, I encourage you to truly dream big. Set your immediate goals that you can obtain, but make sure that this is truly one of your goals that you're working for, because not only are you going to get a Lexus, you're going to go to Hawaii for you and your spouse or significant other or whomever you want to take with you. Then you're also going to go into the Emerald Pool, which is a 3% that Plexus sets aside for just emeralds, and it's split amongst all the emeralds. This is huge. So dream big. Don't limit yourself to just saying, oh, I could add 3 people, because trust me, I'm pretty sure Laura never thought she would get to emerald, and look where she's at now. Now she's dreaming for diamond. So then after you do emerald, then you go on to sapphire. You're going to still get the Emerald pool, but you're also going to get the Sapphire pool. You're still going to have your Lexus, and you're going to have your trip to Hawaii. And then your next goal is going to be Diamond. Diamond is amazing. You're going to get a bigger Lexus, and you're going to get all the pools. You're still going to Hawaii for you and your spouse or whomever. And then once you hit a certain spot, once you're a Diamond, you can re-enter under yourself and go again. The other thing I didn't say is, unlike any other or most other MLMs, I haven't been a part of any of them, but from what I understand, we are one of the only ones that your spouse can join you on this fun journey. So my husband is now my level 1. After I went gold, he joined my team. So we're both working this business together, and we're double dipping in the Plexus pot of gold. So keep that in mind. When you get to gold, you can add your spouse, which is fun. So you can work this business together. So I encourage you to stop here and write down your why. Why did you start Plexus? What will this business do for you and your family? Your why may change. When I joined, I will tell you that I wasn't really sure what my why was, other than the fact that I loved my friend Stephanie Prentice, and she begged me to join this. And she told me, come over to Tanya Maddox's house, and you're signing up, and you're doing this. And of course, I bought the $100 pack because I just wanted them to, kind of leave me alone, because I had lost 30 pounds. I didn't think I needed to lose weight. That's all I thought Plexus was about. And then little did I know that there was so much more. So my why at first was just so everyone would leave me alone. I love you, Stephanie. I know you're listening. And then my why became, well, wait a minute, this could help my husband get off Lipitor, because he's waking up in the middle of the night with leg cramps, and he's on acid reflux medication, and he's on heartburn medication, and he's doing all kinds of other stuff that, what if I can help him? And then I hear about, well, it helps kids with some behavioral issues because all kinds of stuff is trapped in their gut. And what if they take a probiotic? And then my son was also on 3 different allergy meds. What if I could help him get off of all of those, which he is off of all of them now? It became so much more. And here I was, yes, I had lost 30 pounds. I was in a size 2 body, but I felt like an 80-year-old. I had no get up, and I wanted that energy that everybody said they had. So my why changed. What if this could help my family? And now I know that it can help my family, so my why's changed again. What if me, being the person that didn't have college as an opportunity, and what if I could pay for my son's college? College wasn't even important for my family. I mean, it was, but it wasn't talked about because we couldn't afford it. What if it can always be talked about? In my house, my husband makes a very good living, but what if I could help? And now that's my new why. I mean, I want to pay for whatever college my son wants to go to. I want to be able to say, okay, when my son graduates at 50 and goes to college, what if I can retire my husband and I, and we go travel and go visit my son every other weekend at college because that's where he wants us. Think about that. So my why has changed dramatically from not really wanting to do any of this, because when I started, I wasn't really going to do it, but I made a post on Facebook because I was told to, and it all changed. So follow what your upline is saying, because I promise you they're not leading you in the wrong direction. Post on Facebook. And now write down your goals. Place them where you can see them. Make your goals obtainable. So your goal right now, starting out, is you want to make $500 in PV. You want to go silver. And then what's your other goal? That's on you. You have to make that goal for yourself. Are you going to get out 3 times a week? I'm a homebody. I have to put getting out of my house on my goals, because if I don't get out, then I won't share with anyone face to face. So make your goals obtainable. It is a fact that people reach their goals when they are written down and they can see them. I promise you this. The first month that Laura encouraged us all to write down our goals, I hit every goal that I wanted to meet. I kept it where I could see it. I even had a thing where I marked off every day that I posted on Facebook, so I made sure I did it, even though I'm pretty loyal with that. So set your goals, make them obtainable, make a list, do whatever you have to do to reach these goals, because with Plexus, there is nothing that will stand in your way but you. All right, so that's all I have to say. And I would like to open up to any questions to anybody that might have a question. I don't want you to be shy. So everybody's unmuted if anybody has a question.
I got a question.
Wiser. Juice.
Doug Glasser.
Go ahead.
She asked me. Is there any Crystal Realty? AILL. Me.
Does anybody have a question?
The guy next to me. Like, what? And he's like, oh, wow. Where did you hear that from? He's like, I have no clue, sir. I'm so sorry. This is my name.
People.
Well, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or get with your upline who referred you to this call. And I just thank all of you for joining me, and I wish you loads of success with Plexus. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
You did an
you.
awesome job.
Thank you.